Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hi.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to another episode of Hypecast!
We're Hypecast.
Show where we get hyped about stuff and things,
Yep. Mostly things.
but not only.
Yep.
I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I am the other co-host, David Bell.
And we are guestless today through
We've been
circumstance
abandoned.
and bitter, dire twists of fate and fortune. It's just me and Dave.
Yeah. I don't actually think it was our potential guest, non-guest's fault. It was just weird circumstances.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah, they were killed
Yeah.
in a terrible billiards accident.
Mm-hmm. Those pool cues.
Yeah, man.
They're sharp.
Mm-hmm. Billiard balls are formidable projectiles.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
You basically got a baseball bat and a ball.
Mm-hmm.
You can beat people.
Just
you
right
can
there.
poke them. You can do the what's it called when you put a billiard ball in a sock and you hit people with it?
I think it's just called murder.
Assault.
I think
No,
it's- I
there's
think it's just
a
called
word for
cracking
it. There's
someone's
a word
skull
for
open.
it. Or you can do a bunch of quarters. This is all stuff you can do at home.
You can make your own homemade blackjacks.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a lead sock.
Yep.
So anyway, that's what happened. Our guest was, as you might have guessed, was a pool hustler from the 1940s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was murdered
Mm-hmm.
in a bar.
Possibly by Jackie Gleason.
These are all true things.
These are all factual accounts
Yeah.
we are revealing to you.
Now I want to watch The Hustler real
Yeah,
bad.
of course you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should probably get to the trailer.
Yeah, I think we did enough intro there. That was that's how intros are.
That's true. We got some quality content out of it.
Yeah, I think so. This first trailer is called Avengers Endgame.
Considering, all right, we
Okay.
talked about when the first one came out a little while ago. We talked about this is the only trailer they should release
Yes.
because we don't need to. The only thing they can show us would spoil this movie, and we know they can't show us much. And this trailer confirms that.
Yes.
Because it is 50% recycled footage from the previous films.
I got to give them credit for that because they knew they were like, we really can't show anything.
Can't show anything.
Yeah. So, but they're doing the like, remember how far we've come,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that's nice. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's dead, so it kind of feels like this might be all your fault. Like, I feel like if we go back and watch all the movies,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we still might be in a situation with the stones and stuff where, like, had just none of them been involved, maybe
everything would be fine.
yeah, everything would be fine. But whatever, Nick Fury, you needed heroes.
He needed something to do, man.
Yeah. You saw,
He was still pissed about that eye.
yeah, you saw that nickname on the plane and you were like, all right,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Carol the Avenger Danvers.
Let's do this. I've heard people complain like, so she's the first Avenger, not Captain America. I mean, it's arguing semantics of the title of the first Captain America, but it's true. She's the first Avenger.
If
She
you're talking
should
about
claim
the
that
first,
shit.
if you're talking about the first superpowered person
Right.
fighting for the human race, no.
Right. all right. Also, Captain America isn't really the first Avenger. He's like the second one because he goes to Iron Man first and says, "Would you like to be an Avenger?" Wait, was
part of the team?
Hold on, was Captain America the first one hired? Who?
Captain America was working with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, who filled out their W-2 the first? Like
Captain America.
Okay, so
well, I mean, Captain America, it would have been on. Man, he's technically in the military, so he would have been on the military payroll,
right?
So they after he shows up after 60 years, they fucking owe him a lot of money.
Yeah, they certainly do.
They owe him a lot of They got to pay him benefits. We've
talked about that. I know it was written about it cracked. There's a lot that has to happen after he's unfrozen.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to have a real talk.
Yeah, a real talk.
You're gonna have to sit him down and explain. It's so we almost. A good thing I got rid of Red Skull. That pretty much ended the. Oh, it didn't end the war.
No,
the war went on.
Turns out that Hitler guy was worse.
Oh, so we didn't get Hitler.
Yeah.
What about my howling commandos? What were they doing? Oh, they just never got Hitler. That mission just never made it across their desk. Okay, So what were they doing? Okay, they were running around the woods. All right, that seems like maybe.
Good job, everyone.
The resources could have been allocated better, but at least the Nazis are gone, right? Oh, no, they're not gone. Oh,
oh, they just called themselves something else. Yeah.
Oh, you mean they still call themselves Nazis? Oh, okay. Kind of feel like I crashed that plane for no reason.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have let Red Skull blow up New York.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, because it all starts with him he's gonna blow up countries, and now half of everybody's dead.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's yeah, good job.
Well, I mean, he already had the cosmic cube, so
yeah, that's true. I don't know. We'd have to go through
things
everyone.
Probably wouldn't have been better if we let Red Skull hang on to that for 50 more years before Thanos shows up.
That's true. So
the trailer doesn't really show you much.
No, it's got Captain Marvel and Thor, which got me very excited because I want to see them bone.
Yeah,
because I think that'd be some crazy sex.
It would crack the sky in half.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I think they'll be funny together.
Yeah, for sure. They're just Thor is just he's just a completely comedic character now. Yeah, which I'm totally fine with.
Oh yeah,
because Thor is hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Fundamentally, that character is fucking funny.
Yeah, and Hemsworth is doing a great job making Thor funny.
Yeah.
They pretty much, they give you a little taste, they show things you've already seen. They show, oh, look, it's Ant-Man. And it's yep. Mm-hmm. I think what's happening with Ant-Man...
Show you some new Avengers suits.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which are actually similar to something Gamora wears in the comics.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what that costume is. My comic book cred is failing me right now, but I know I've seen it.
So it seems like Ant-Man's going to show up out of the weird phantom zone he's been in, and then we're going to see a sequence where he wanders down the street
and realizes what's happening. Yeah, we see him look at some missing posters.
Yeah, and then he goes to the Avengers HQ and knocks on their door, guys, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So that's and then I assume
his family's dead too.
Oh yeah. And then, I assume Hawkeye. I think they're gonna find Hawkeye on the streets, fighting,
eating dogs.
Yeah. I think they're gonna find him in this dark place, and then they'll bring him in, and he's gonna save everybody with his arrows.
Yep, he's gonna save the day with his
and his mohawk,
his sort of mohawk.
Yeah. Did he? He was like, my family's dead. I hate the sides of my hair.
Yeah. It's just the haircut he was never allowed to have.
Yeah. His wife is just no, you
absolutely not.
Over my disintegrated corpse.
Over my cosmic ashes. There are two scenes of Hawkeye doing his bow stuff and then Black Widow doing some target shooting with her 9mm in the Avengers headquarters. And that's going to do a lot of good.
Yeah, I mean, this was the same where when they have that sequence in Infinity War where Thanos is taking each one out before Thor shows up, and they show Captain America is putting up a fight, and Groot is throwing trees, and and Scarlet Witch is throwing magic, and then they cut to Black Widow with a gun. It's no, I don't think you're gonna turn
Nah.
turn the tide of this war.
Thanos, bulletproof.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he can't be killed with guns.
Yeah. Although they've always found ways to make Hawkeye and Black Widow matter.
They usually take out like the underlings.
Yeah, their superpowers, they're just the best fighters that are mortal. Like,
yeah, they're like
superpowered.
Yeah.
Like, and that makes them cool. They're so badass that they can fight with the Hulk.
Yeah, they're like the baddest ass regular people.
Yeah.
Which still makes them super lame.
Their superpowers
in the Avengers battlefield.
Yeah.
Like you would never select those characters.
No. No,
like
never.
So I can be Captain America, the Hulk, or Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. You're adorable.
It's just that Thanos is just gonna fucking kill you, man, with those arrows.
I don't think Thanos is even gonna try to do anything to him.
Yeah.
I think Thanos would just keep walking by him. Like not even notice he's there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So that comes out soon.
Yeah, that comes out soon. I'm excited for it.
Sure.
I'm excited for what will happen after this too. And I haven't we're in a situation where like I have a vague idea of how they're going to defeat Thanos, but
yeah, we just know it's going to involve time travel.
Yeah. Or I mean something that's technically time travel, but like it could be no, I guess it would have to just be time travel no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what if there's like a magical they destroy the Infinity Stone and everybody comes back to life or something. Like there's technically ways you could get out of this with some bullshit. Where it's
for sure.
Like if someone else if the Hulk gets this fucking gauntlet and makes everything go back.
Mm-hmm. That's how they did it in the comics, but at the end of the movie, I'm pretty sure they show the gauntlet is like kind of fused and destroyed. I don't know if it like is, if that, I don't know. We're going to find out.
Yeah. I really hope it's just something really fucking weird and sci-fi time travel-y. I want it to be the Ant-Man stuff. I want it to be them having to like shrink down into this weird quantum world and fight those fucking little bug things, the tardigrade things.
Oh yeah, the little water bears.
Yeah. I just want it to be madness.
Just complete lunacy.
Yeah. I want them to
solid
shrink down.
2-hour chunk in the middle that's just fucking bananas.
Yeah, I want the first 15 minutes to be they shrink down, they go back in time, they go inside of Thanos and just explode out of him.
Yeah.
And then it's just them dealing with their others. And like it just becomes the movie Us or something. Like I just want it to go completely insane. Like they just have to fight each other or something for time.
Sweet.
Over time. Whoever wins time.
Mm-hmm. To see who becomes the ruler of time.
Yes.
What's the next trailer?
It's Doom Annihilation.
Yeah! This is a made-for-DVD Doom movie. And it looks real bad.
When I watched it, I literally said out loud, oh, that's a shame.
It looks so fucking bad.
I knew there was a Doom movie coming, and I had this thing where it's like, nobody's talking about this Doom movie that's coming. And that's because it seemed like it's more like a sequel to the Rock one. To the other adaptation, because it looks like it takes place in the exact same universe.
Yeah.
And it's just no good actors and no good effects. It's just, hey, let's take what that thing is and let's make another one, but not as good.
Yeah.
It's a real bummer because Doom could make an awesome movie.
It could, but apparently they don't, like Universal is just sitting on the rights, apparently.
Yeah.
And I think they might have made this one just to like keep them.
Oh, if that's the case, then so be it. If they're just holding on to the rights, then maybe they're like waiting for the right moment, I guess.
Maybe. I did see like somebody tweeted at the official Doom, like the video game Twitter account and be like, how come you guys aren't talking about the movie? It's coming out soon. And they're like, we don't have anything to do with the movies. Like
we can tell.
Yeah. It's like we are in no way involved in the movie.
I don't know why Why don't they just get the people who made the game and be like, hey, write us a movie?
Or like, why is it so hard to look at that game, at that property, and be like, how do we turn this into a film?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Just fucking shoot some demons, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, they do it like they do the new game, where it's like him on a station being awesome. Make it Dread, basically.
Yeah.
And just get really good action directors. Get the fucker who did Apostle in the Raid, and be like, make a Doom, and then just end it with hell exploding, and then hell's on Earth, and then you got a sequel that everybody wants to see.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Just do the games.
Yeah, it's not rocket science.
No, it's not.
It's like the easiest thing to make into a movie, and they fucking can't figure it out.
The games are so dense that they have to compact them into a movie. It's pretty, like, if anything, you have to add more plot to the game, but not much more. It's a real shame. I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna watch this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're not gonna like it.
It looks so bad.
Are they gonna make any money from this?
I don't know.
How do you make money from this? Like, they've spent what, a couple million on this, probably? Maybe. I don't think they're gonna make that back.
You try to get a sweet streaming deal or get some rentals or something.
I need to point out, it just occurred to me, it's called Doom Annihilation. It's like a spiritual sister to Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
It looks exactly like Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That excites me. Mortal Kombat Annihilation is a great film.
It is a fascinating artifact.
Yeah, about finding your animality.
Yep. Never give up hope.
Yeah, so this is great.
Yeah.
I'm turned around on this.
If Raiden shows up with a crew cut and does a front flip and says never give up hope and Doom Annihilation.
Why would they do that?
Automatic Academy Award.
See, what bugs me, because there's talk of making another Mortal Kombat as well.
Yeah.
But then I keep hearing rumors that it's just going to be a straight to streaming thing like this. And it's like, if you're going to take these like shitty adaptations of video games that we tried, like, you need to go all in.
Yeah.
Like, that's what needs to happen. Like, I know Mortal Kombat, the first one, was kind of a blockbuster. It was not Roland Emmerich. It was
Paul W.S.
Paul
Anderson.
W.S. Anderson. And so they were trying, but if they're going to make another one, they need to give it like $100 million. They need to give it Dungeons and Dragons money.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Dungeons and Dragons was like 60. But
more than we anticipated.
Yeah, they need to give it a lot of money, and they need to like cast like actors that we know who would never be seen doing this stuff normally, and just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, let's get this going.
Yeah, for sure. So that's Doom. What's the next one?
It's Batman v Ninja Turtles. Batman versus Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, this is a DC animated film. It looks fine.
Yeah, this was one of those things where I was watching the trailer and I'm like, I did not know I needed this, but I need this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shredder goes to Gotham and teams up with Ra's al Ghul. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to dump some mutagen on the Joker.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
See what happens there. Don't know why you'd do that. But...
I mean, he'll just be like him, but more swole. Will it be like super shredded?
Yeah, he'll be like swole Joker.
That's fine.
Yeah. It'll be like the end of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I like. I'm excited for Batman not wanting to deal with their fucking shenanigans.
Yeah.
At first, I thought like, it's just. I wanted to see like them fight, and it just be Batman like covered in blood, surrounded by shells.
Yeah.
But that's not the direction they're going.
No. He seems to get rid of him pretty easily.
I do think Shredder and the Joker are not going to get along.
No, why would they?
No. I want to see them have to be roommates or something, but I don't think we're going to get that either.
No, it looks like it's mostly Shredder and Ra's al Ghul.
They get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like the same world.
That makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
How are they explaining it? Is it just that this is... Because Gotham is... like right near New York.
Gotham is in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Right. New York, does New York even exist? There's Metropolis and Gotham.
I assume probably.
So New York's just like, it's a less cool city than in our world where it's like Pittsburgh. Like it's not a major
Maybe,
city.
I don't know.
I want to know. Because, yeah, the Ninja Turtles say Gotham in it, but Gotham isn't their fucking place. They don't know those sewers.
Yeah, you guys don't have any real estate here. What are you doing?
What is their business there? I assume...
Well, they chase Shredder there. They say it in the trailer.
Okay.
Shredder's up to no good.
All right, whatever.
Started causing trouble in the neighborhood.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I like the animation style. And it's got a Batgirl and Robin and shit in it too. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll watch that. I'll watch that goddamn shit.
I'll watch this.
I'll watch angry ass Raphael beat the hell out of the Penguin.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. That's so good.
Just fucking shatter his rib cage with one gigantic meaty turtle foot.
Right. Okay. The next one is we have the first real trailer for Aladdin.
Every trailer we see tops the previous one in terms of how bad this movie looks. This movie looks hysterically bad.
Well, Tom, it's interesting you say that because I was reading the Twitter today and people seem to think the opposite. There was a whole Twitter, what is it called? Where Twitter makes you see something.
A trend. Yeah. Or a story.
Story about people being like, oh, this actually suddenly doesn't look so bad. And people were like, I don't know why. And it's like, it's because it has fucking a whole new world in it and your fucking brain is triggering your nostalgia.
Yeah, it plays parts of Never Had a Friend. Excuse me, You Never Had a Friend Like Me and Whole New World.
Yeah. Like that's why
it's just showing you the scenes. Like it shows the do you trust me scene.
Yeah.
Like it's just showing you the shit that you liked from the movie.
Yeah, it's like this Queen cover song is good for some reason. It's like, yeah, because it's a cover of Queen.
Yeah.
Like it's a movie that's just doing the thing that was good that we liked before. Of course you're going to look at it and be like, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we already know it's pretty good because it's a remake of a movie that's good. Like that's the Disney formula. That's why it's such a pain in the ass, because it's like, we're just going to do the thing again. And the thing they're doing again is good, so there's going to be something good in.
Yeah. I mean, the songs will be good.
Exactly. That's what I mean. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. I think the magic actually looks kind of neat. It just looks like the cartoon, but it was just fun seeing a live action version of the genie going around and shit. But yeah, it's not going to be great.
No, there's something about it, like that opening scene where it's showing him running from the man. If they did that fucking song, people would have been like, "This is the greatest trailer ever." Like, the more songs they put it in, the more people are going to be like, "This actually looks pretty good." I don't know
good songs, yeah. I don't know.
Like that fucking asshole.
I like that
Disney gives us such blindness.
Yeah, I give them some props for the fact that it's largely like Middle Eastern actors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Getting to be in a blockbuster film, and it's like, that's great.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just and we didn't get that with the cartoon Aladdin, I'm pretty sure.
No.
So that's fine. I am thinking like the thing that's becoming less and less jarring or less and less awful is the genie. Like the rest of the stuff around it, I'm not liking. The Guy Ritchie action, and again, it's just
it looks bad.
Yeah, but like that.
Well, it looks fake.
It looks cartoony.
Well, I mean, like I mean specifically like the sets and stuff. Like it doesn't look good.
No. I mean, why did they watch King Arthur and they're like, we got to give him another movie?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, it's probably
fucking bizarre.
Bazaar, because it's Aladdin. Yeah, we get such blindness. I keep thinking about that review I read about Beauty and the Beast, where the person was like, "Oh, it was so good," and somehow felt longer than the original. It's because it's fucking 30 minutes long.
Yeah,
you stupid dickhead.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I've said it before. If they just say we're remastering Aladdin and you get it for half your ticket price because it's a movie that already exists.
Yeah,
I'm in. I'm for it. But you're right. Like the part that I know is going to be the worst is the stuff where Guy Ritchie decides to get creative and add something.
Oh yeah, we saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
The part where he's like flipping in the ice.
Yeah,
That's
where's that
like-
fucking ice? Where's that ice?
Oh, that's when Jafar sends him in the palace to like the fucking Arctic.
You're right. There's going to be a fucked up action sequence.
Yeah,
there.
where he's going to like flip around glaciers and
God
stuff.
damn it. Don't do that. Don't be...
He's got to.
Yeah. Fucking Aladdin. Yeah, I'll see it.
I mean, we're gonna have
We're
to.
gonna have to
because
because
probably
we're
for
gonna
this
do a
network
podcast.
because we're gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah. All right.
I did laugh at the genie's joke.
That's what I'm saying. Is the genie is the least because I mean
Because he's Will Smith.
As I just say, Will Smith is for all the bad taste in movies he has, he's still like a really charismatic, funny guy.
He's never boring.
Yeah, and and so like that's fine. That's fine. It's still a little jarring that he looks like himself, but the fact that it makes more sense the fact that he's doing the thing that where he blends in with people and stuff.
Yeah.
For parts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the Robin Williams genie does that as well. So
Yes,
it's like,
but he's grotesque looking.
yeah.
Like he still looks like the genie, but with pale skin.
Yeah, just like
and
with-
everybody should be like, "What is wrong with him? He does not look like us."
He just looks like an amorphous blob wrapped in flesh-colored band-aids.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the Aladdin trailer.
This next trailer is Good Boys.
This is one of two Seth Rogen films we have.
I am ashamed to say this is one of the two that I want to see.
I mean, it's a super bad clone. Basically,
let's make Superman but even younger, and I'm just like, yeah,
Superbad
okay.
with you. It's like they saw 8th grade and were like, we should do the super bad version of this.
Yeah, I'm not. I
don't hate it.
I enjoyed a lot of it. It's dumb.
But I mean, Superbad was really fucking funny.
I liked Superbad a lot,
and it's problematic, obviously, but not as bad as you'd think. Like I watched it a year ago, and it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
Right.
There's still some. I mean, their overall goal is to get girls drunk so they can have sex with them.
Yes,
and that's bad.
It's supposed to be bad, but it's still problematic.
It's still problematic. It's supposed to be scummy, but it's still like, these are still our heroes.
Yeah, but there's just a lot to love in that movie.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot to love in the sense of it's the jokes. It's really childish shit done in a way that you can't help but laugh at, like the drawing dick stuff.
That is
where it just goes into a full-on montage.
That is a brilliant sequence.
Exactly, where it's just like, I can't. This is great. This is, oh man.
Yeah.
And this is the same kind of humor where it's like, I know it's just a dildo, but it's funny. Have you seen? This is a little off topic. Have you seen the video that went online of an airport? Baggage caravan
where it was just a dildo by itself,
and it just has to parade itself the whole way while no one wants to touch it. Everybody just has to
nobody's
watch
gonna
it.
Claim that thing.
I died watching that because it's the most basic comedy can be. It's the modern slipping on a banana peel, but it's a dildo.
Oh, the kid's swinging around the anal beads like nunchucks.
And then just going, this smells like shit. It was just like, all right, fuck you, movie. You're making me laugh.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Was that one kid the kid from Brightburn?
Maybe. There's always these like
I'm gonna have to investigate this.
There's always these child actors that you can tell like their parents are just a little cooler than the other child actors.
Yeah.
Who suddenly show up in all these more adult like movies. So that wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I'm gonna see this, and I'm probably gonna enjoy it, unless we're just seeing all the jokes in the trailer.
I mean, there's a solid chance that that's happening.
Yeah, I also like the little trailer intro. That was cute. It's Seth Rogen explaining to all the kids that they can't watch their own trailer.
That they're not allowed to watch their own film. It is not the kid from Brightburn.
Oh, okay. I liked "Fuck Off, Stranger Things."
Yeah,
that was an easy one. That was a low blow.
That was pretty on the nose.
Yeah, that's one. That's the Monopoly guy moment.
Yeah,
which is this was explained by Dan Harmon in Ace Ventura 2. He tells a guy who looks like the Monopoly Man, "Oh, look, it's the Monopoly guy." And it's like, yeah, because the writers wrote him to look like that.
Yeah.
You can't, that's not a sick burn. You wrote someone to look a certain way.
So that he
and then
could
you
then
had
be called the Monopoly
Yeah.
guy.
I was like, that doesn't work. That's not clever.
Yeah, that's not.
But yeah, that's still, whatever. Fucking little kids swearing.
It's kind of like Stranger Things. We should just have somebody say that.
That was a solid Seth Rogen. Oh, man. Okay, well, speaking of which, Long Shot. Now, Long Shot, I have the opposite feeling for.
It has, it's him and Charlize Theron.
I like both of them.
Yeah, for sure.
I think people talk about that, oh, look at this ugly guy getting the hot woman. I have even a broader problem with that, is that Seth Rogen isn't a bad looking guy.
I was about to say he's not ugly.
So it's that where they're like, can you believe this monster? And Charlize Theron, like, that's the point of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he's a perfectly fine looking gentleman. Like, he's good looking. Fucking.
I think it's more of schlub, I think, is what they're going for.
But he's like working for an ambassador or something. What?
Yeah, I
just
don't.
like he's not that's the thing is Knocked Up, which I haven't seen in a while, so I'm not going to defend.
It's bad.
Okay, but at least he is like
is a loser.
Yeah,
he is a fucking loser. In Knocked Up.
But in this, he's just like her employee. It seems like,
or somebody. Yeah, they're in the same sort of sphere,
right?
Like, because she's Secretary of State?
That's it.
Or something like that. As
a fan of the American president, I'm all for love stories with like politics and like stuff.
Maybe that's more. I don't know. Maybe the angle is more. It's like you can't, because like it's
a status thing.
Yeah, where there's a clip in the trailer where you hear somebody tells like you can't be seen in public with him. It'll be bad for you.
That's fine. It does look like a very creative premise. It's mostly, or not premise. It's creative. The characters seem like they're doing something. It's not. I will say. Looks like it's pretty unique.
Having heard about this movie,
yeah,
and seeing everybody's reaction to this movie, and then finally seeing the trailer. The trailer was a lot different than what I was anticipating.
Yeah,
like it's not.
It's not as over the top.
Right? They seem like real people.
Yeah. And I like Charlize Theron in terms of comedy and.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's more. It's more comes down to the fact that I didn't laugh at this trailer.
Not a single time.
Yeah, none of the jokes really struck because they seemed like they were trying to be a little zany for like kind of a more adult seeming. Again, American president.
This seems like American president, America's sweethearts. Like, this seems like a movie that would have had like John Cusack in it 20 years ago.
Yeah, where they don't have to be a screwball comedy. Like, it could be more.
This seems like Notting Hill.
Yeah, which there's nothing wrong with that shit.
No,
that garbage. It's great. Like, romantic comedies are a lot of fun, and like, I don't think we have to make romantic comedies seem like Judd Apatow comedies. You know,
no, that's
in order for them to be like considered good. Like, I think I would have appreciated something that was a little more charming and sincere.
Yeah. Because that's the kind of...
Maybe it is that.
Yeah.
We don't know. I'm just talking about the trailer.
I just want a good old-fashioned 1990s rom-com.
Yeah. Is that so hard?
Give me Notting Hill. You're like mostly there. It's basically the same story.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to the main event here.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer you've all been waiting for. This is, of course, Backdraft 2. I'm so fucking excited.
Another direct-to-DVD effort by Universal.
Yeah, the trailer's 40 seconds.
The trailer for Doom was 40 seconds.
Yeah, it really seems like Universal figured it out. They're like, no one's going to watch more than 40 seconds of this shit.
Yeah. This movie
it's an arsonist?
Yeah, it's the same plot.
Yeah.
It's a guy investigating a series of arson that utilizes Backdraft.
Right. They should do a crossover movie with Frequency.
Yes.
Because Dennis Quaid is a firefighter in that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that would really work out.
And Billy Baldwin's in it, which is funny.
He sure is.
And Donald Sutherland, who looks 5,000 years old.
Billy Baldwin, I would say, is the Backdraft 2 of Baldwin's. So it fits.
Very much so.
Yeah. Holy shit, this movie.
He is the fair game of Baldwin's.
How did this happen?
I don't know. Somebody, I mean, I understand, like, you want to make a quick buck with something that has with a brand that already has recognition, but like a directed DVD sequel of Backdraft, like 30 years after the first one came out.
Here's what I'm imagining.
Who do you imagine is coming for this?
I'm imagining Billy Baldwin himself walking in with the script that he himself wrote. I'm sure this isn't true,
right?
But I'm imagining him watching in and slapping it down and being like, Backdraft 2, and some producer going, we'll give you $500,000. And he's like, deal. And then just walked out of the room. And that's the story of Backdraft.
That is the story of that is the entirety of the production notes of Backdraft 2.
Some producer just doing the math real quick in his brain and being like, we'll give you this much.
We could probably get 1,000 rentals. All right.
Fucking Backdraft 2.
Fucking Backdraft 2.
Oh, so excited.
It's going to be very, very bad.
Donald Sutherland, he's too good for this.
Well, he's old. He's getting to be like Gandalf age, where they have to like bring the movie to him.
Oh, was it maybe he was just sitting in his house, and so built the set around him, and he finally was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "It's Backdraft 2, sir." And he's just like, "Oh fuck." All right,
like an ancient Donald Sutherland.
Bring in Billy Baldwin. Let's get this over with.
God damn it.
Why
did we do this?
I'm so excited.
It'll be pretty. I got to watch the first one, so it's fresh in my mind.
When I watched the first one, spoilers, I know they like die.
Mm-hmm.
It's like right at the end, isn't it? Because I watched the first one recently and I fell asleep near the end, and they never died. But I know like Kurt
and Scott Glenn die.
Yeah, they
Kurt Russell dies twice.
Okay.
Because he dies in the beginning as Kurt Russell's dad.
Right.
And then he dies in the end as Kurt Russell.
Yeah. But it's almost like an afterthought, isn't it? Like I felt like the main story. I have to watch it again.
No, they die in a fire. Like
no, it's in a fire, but it's not like the fire that's like the third act plot. I gotta watch it again.
I mean, it happens where you would expect it to happen.
I wanted Backdraft to be like Jaws, but with a flame. Where it's just like they're going after a
sentient flame.
Yeah, they're just going after this fire that's spreading.
Sure.
But that's not what that is.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's a film that we should make.
Yeah.
What's next?
The Art of Self-Defense, which
I'm into this.
Me too. I have one criticism.
Yeah.
Which is that everything about the way it's shot looks great. It looks fine. It looks like a regular movie. Just the graphic design of the trailer looked like they're trying to be a Wes Anderson film.
Yeah, which didn't seem to fit with the tone.
No, it did not. And that was maybe that's not the movie.
I don't know.
A really weird. It was like some jerk who made the trailer didn't.
Yeah, wanted it to be like it's Jesse Eisenberg is sitting down to sign up for karate class, and then they ask him why you want to take karate, and he just rambles off what is a bone-chilling screed.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm scared all the time. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of everything, but I want to be what people are afraid of. And then as he's talking, you're seeing this montage of him like being scared of other things and everyone, and then like turning it around and like being aggressive and like stalking people.
Yeah, like becoming a predator.
Yeah.
Which it was great because you kind of like anybody who's not like macho can kind of relate to that feeling.
Yeah, like
it's the line from Fight Club. People do just about anything to avoid being in a fight.
Yeah,
it's that where it's like, yeah, I'm everybody sort of feels that to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just this person who clearly has a problem, who's scared more than most people.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's turning it into something sinister, but it's also kind of a comedy.
But there are jokes and like solid jokes in it.
Yeah, I think it's a dark comedy.
Yeah, I'm hoping the trailer's not very long. It doesn't give you too much information, but I have real high hopes for it. It looks good.
Yeah, It's a kind of not a new director, but the director has done nothing that people would recognize. Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg kind of goes back and forth for me. He's a actor who's capable of really annoying me, and then in other movies I really enjoy him, which basically means he's a good actor.
Basically means he's a good actor, yeah.
But he's like rubs me. His personality can rub me the wrong way.
I think when he's trying to be charming,
yeah,
like in Now You See Me, he's insufferable.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna give him a pass for Now You See Me because that has a large cast of people who are all just terrible.
Just so like God damn that
Those
movie.
Movies are incredible. I don't know how those movies, how we got two, and I'm pretty sure there's a third coming.
Why not?
I think
they'll recast the woman again.
Yeah, there's some country that's giving enough money that they keep making those, and I'm not even gonna say it's China. Like I'm not sure where that. Although they go to China
like
in
they're
the
so,
second one,
so
it probably is
every
China.
person in that movie is so pleased with themselves.
Yeah, those movies seem like they were written by a child, like maybe a middle schooler.
Maybe.
Oh, those fucking all right.
Those goddamn movies.
So now we have to talk about the Professor and the Madmen, which it should be called. I don't know, the Madman and the Madman.
It should be called The Worst Casting Director.
This stars Mel Gibson and Sean Penn.
Mm-hmm.
Lord help any woman on the set of this movie. Holy shit.
What the fuck were you thinking?
I think
like putting one of them in a movie is a big ask.
Are there actors who had like in the 90s worked out some insane deal where like they're locked into like 25 movies?
If you're asking me whether or not Mel Gibson and Sean Penn are Faustian bargainers, there is no doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
that's correct.
It feels like they just kind of went to the studio and be like, this is what we're doing next. And the studio was just like, okay, fine. Like I don't know. Did they blackmail somebody?
They must have. The positive I can say for this film is that it's a period piece.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, that beard on Mel Gibson. He shows up with this beard.
I'm imagining them like showing up on set like we made matching beards.
Yeah.
And being
beard
so
bros.
proud. Beard bros. I'll say this about this movie is if it was any other actor or even the same actors and they weren't the people they are, I would be interested in this. In the sense that it looks like an interesting story,
right?
And
it's about like
decent.
It's about like the writing of the first dictionary.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not something like I'd be hugely into, which is why I can very much ignore this film.
Yeah. But yeah, under different circumstances, this would be a movie I'd be interested in watching. It's got Steve Coogan in it.
Yeah. Oh, what is he doing? I guess
he's getting paid.
He's getting paid. It looks like it looks like it could be a good movie if it weren't for the fact that the two leads are assholes.
Monsters.
Oh my god. At least they're grouping them together now.
Yeah.
They seem to not ever want to stop making movies with them. So if we have to live in a world where they keep making movies, we can I guess group them together.
Yeah, we know where they are at all times.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Man, we gotta stop giving them stuff.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like we're gonna. I don't know. Mel Gibson. I was thinking about this thing with the Michael Jackson stuff and things like that, and I've seen versions where someone turns out to be a terrible person, and people try to turn on their work, and I always think that's a problem because we shouldn't, like, I see that with like Louis C.K. where it's like, he's not funny anyway. It's like, no, he was funny. He's just a monster and it doesn't matter if he was good or not. Well, and I think it's the same with Mel Gibson where it's like, he's talented, doesn't matter. We shouldn't judge this on whether or not they're talented.
Yeah.
They either did something that was extremely bad or they didn't.
Yeah.
And if they did something that was extremely bad, they're a liability. They shouldn't be in a position of power. And
that's
it.
Like I've watched.
They can be talented as fuck. It doesn't
right.
matter.
Yeah, like I've watched Ed Wood recently.
Yeah,
and Johnny Depp's fucking great in it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like,
and it's okay to say these people are talented. That's not the issue. The issue is these people shouldn't be in power where they can abuse that power.
I think it's different. There's gradients. There's like,
yeah, it's definitely
because like
it's all different.
Like the problem with like Mel Gibson, you can like go back and you can like enjoy Braveheart. I think
right.
you can go back and watch movies he's been like. A better example, Maverick. You can go back and watch Maverick and enjoy the shit out of that movie.
Or What
it's
Women
delightful. Want. Because it doesn't connect directly to the bad thing they did. Whereas
it varies person to person how we
and like with Louis C.K., it's like his material was specifically about the kind of shit that he did.
Yes, but I also think
well, that's gross.
I also think it varies of what they do because Louis C.K. was abusing his power to do something.
Yes,
to assault women. So it's like, no, we're not going to put you in that position again, you jackass.
And his new jokes are definitely bad.
Yeah.
Like
his new
material is bad.
That's a whole other. I think that happens when someone's like he was in almost a bubble away from the world. With his own thoughts, and it turns out his thoughts are terrible.
Yeah. Yep. And then Michael Jackson used his music to prey on children.
Exactly. So if he were still alive, we would not want that to be happening.
I'm just saying I can still watch Maverick.
We could all still watch. Maverick is such a good movie that it transcends.
Yeah, and not feel like I'm assisting or complicit. Whereas I would feel bad about.
Right, because I don't know about you. I already purchased Maverick, and so I purchased it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I've given Mel Gibson my money long time ago, so there's nothing more I can do but watch Maverick a bunch. In fact, the more I watch Maverick, the more I devalue that DVD, right? And therefore, I've given him less money.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah,
I can skip this one. The Professor.
This is garbage. Because they're garbage.
What a dickhead casting director.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, we're on to the last trailer. Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
That's fine.
It is the Alien 40th anniversary shorts.
So they put together, 6 shorts?
Yes,
over 500 ones that were pitched to them.
Yeah.
Fox did.
Very conflicted about this because
it is a cool idea, but every single one of them looks the same.
Yes.
Because you can't do anything with Alien. You can do one thing. You can put a bunch of people in a tin can and put an alien in it.
Yep. And well, here's what bugs me is that's true, but you could at least be somewhat different. I read these before we recorded, and I want to go through them.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the shorts, and they all have titles. These are some of the titles. Alien Containment, Alien Harvest, Alien Specimen. And so they all sound alike.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to read the start of these. First one, an abandoned crew member aboard a derelict chemical hauler, ... Second one, 4 survivors find themselves stranded aboard a small escape pod, ... Next one, a surviving crew of a damaged deep space harvester, ... Night shift, when a missing trucker is discovered hungover and disoriented, ... A hardworking miner of a plant mining colony, ... It's the night shift at a colony greenhouse, ... It's all just, we're in this dark abandoned place, or we're alone in the dark in a colony. Does that have to be the only fucking sentence?
Yeah, I mean, we can. Basically, the only thing you can do is try to come up with a better tin can.
Yes, but you can come up with a better tin can that's not just a spaceship, just a fucking dark. Like when you watch this trailer, you can't tell which shorts are which.
Nope. They show you clips from all of them, and they all look like the same one.
Yeah, it all looks like the same one.
I don't know.
I don't know how they picked from 500 plus shorts and found 6 that just look exactly alike. Alien Isolation was great. I guess that's it. I was gonna list stuff,
Yeah,
but it seems like the Alien franchise is just really fucking up.
Well, there isn't much you can do with it.
Yeah, like I don't know how Alien Isolation came to be, but then their sequel was a cell phone app. Was a fucking mobile game. It feels like some really talented people who with fresh eyes of Alien came along, made Alien Isolation, and then 20th Century Fox was like, that's great. We want to make money. Let's make a mobile app. And they just fucked it up immediately.
Money.
Like it just seems like they don't understand the first couple movies and what to do. And they're trying to milk this for all it's worth.
It just ain't worth much.
Yeah,
they're two good Alien movies.
Yeah, I like the first four because I think the first four were still because one of the things you can do with Aliens is you do Alien plus blank equals facehugger plus blank equals cool looking alien. So like Alien 3, they went back to the singular alien and they made it like a super fast little cheetah alien.
Yeah, little dog alien.
That was cute. And then Alien Resurrection, I think.
That's a movie.
I might just like that movie, but I maybe can't defend it.
I think you just like it.
But I liked Alien Human Hybrid, like going into the weird grotesque in that direction.
That movie is grotesque.
Yeah, and
that is a good word for it.
Yeah, and they all four have great directors, so I liked all of that. And then after that, it's pretty much the worst.
It's a wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think you can do much with it.
I think you can if they let people do it, because that's what I thought this was. Is like, oh, let's get 6 fresh looks at it, but they clearly just chose the ones that they're the most in line with their brand. We were talking before. What were you suggesting for an Alien movie?
Oh, just I said like put it in like a 16th or 17th century abbey, or it's like this crazed cardinal or whatever, some deacon. It has the alien in a cage in this abbey and just lets it out every night to just run through the village and kill people because he thinks they're all sinners.
Bam! That's a fresh Alien plot.
Just but like I said,
and
all
you pulled that out of your ass.
Yeah, you just change.
You change the tin can.
You change the tin can,
and that's
put the alien in put the alien in a suburb.
Yeah, do something. I don't know. Just try.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a horror movie. It's just a monster movie.
That's kind of what makes it limiting.
Yeah, it makes it limiting. But
we know what the alien is, and we know all its tricks.
Yeah. This is why I liked Shane Black's Predator, because it's again just a monster movie. So Shane Black was like, I guess I'll make it funny, and it's like, yeah, make it funny and dumb. That's great.
It is very dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's on the horizon, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe it is good, but probably. I don't know.
They just look like 6 inferior versions of the original Alien.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's move on to news stories.
News stories. Yeah. What do we got?
Marvel's making something.
Oh yeah, it's a Asian-led superhero
movie.
What's it called?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Cool.
Not a character I'm familiar with, but
cool. Yeah.
I mean, they're
I'm surprised
being serious about.
There's a lot of is there a lot of Marvel stories and stuff from Asia that because they haven't been right now. They're not doing the thing where they're like, and suddenly everybody's in China. Well, they did for Iron Man 3 actually. Yeah, they did the extra scenes.
Well, I think I think it's part of them trying to be diverse. Making the effort to be diverse. And inclusive.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just that they didn't do too much of the obvious pandering that like the Transformers did, where there's articles about this that even the audiences in China were like, oh, what? Come on, because it was all shoehorned in and shit.
Yeah, and
now this is them kind of just being like, let's make something that's legit that just will appeal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it appeals to everybody. Every Marvel film appeals to everybody. Yeah. So it's just good to see them expand out.
You can't just blatantly at like they're not like there's this that's a whole other racism problem with like the wacky China stories. So like people will tend to have this idea it's like people in other countries are like children.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like dazzled by things like, no, if you just throw a blatant advertisement in the middle of your movie, they're going to think it's just as dumb as we do.
Yeah, and they did.
And they fucking did.
Those Iron Man extra scenes, you can read about it. They're just like, what
the fuck is this?
Yeah, because they added in like famous actors.
Yeah.
Like it's imagine if China made a movie for America and then there was just like one scene where Brad Pitt showed up.
For no reason.
Yeah, for no reason left. We would be like, the fuck? So yeah, that's this. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, no, they should do more. I mean, it's a shame that it has taken them 10 years, but at least we're getting it. You know, we're getting more inclusive superhero films, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's good for everybody.
Yeah,
make some the money. Make it a money.
Make it that money.
Make it a money.
Because the only color that matters is green.
Let's talk about Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington is making another cop thriller.
Yeah. I like that you put this on because like when you put this on the dock and I was just like, yeah, like kept going.
Checks out.
Yeah, of course.
The reason I put it on the dock, I forget what it's called.
Cop
thriller. And the reason I put it is it takes place in.
We should probably find out what it's called. If we're gonna
it takes place in Kern County. He plays like a Kern County deputy, which is the county in California I just moved to.
Little things.
Little things.
About little things. Cool.
Is Bush gonna do the soundtrack?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's the director of The Blind Side, so you know it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. It's about him going after a serial killer. It's a 90s movie. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this shit.
And Kern County, that's the mountains.
Yeah. Denzel can...
It's going to be all mountainous serial killers.
Denzel can do no wrong. Like, all of his movies, he's got that thing where I'll watch, like, what is it, Out of Time? Mm-hmm. Just over and over again. Because, like, fucking whatever. It's great. He's a blast.
Yeah. He's that podcast, Denzel Washington is the greatest actor of all time.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, there's a podcast. It's
shit.
Yep. Yeah, he's the fucking best.
Yeah. All right, I'll watch the shit out of this.
Yeah, sure, man.
The next is about a Netflix animated series.
Yeah.
It's a zombie series.
It's based on a series of YA books or kids books.
Okay. The cast is Mark Hamill.
The cast is enormous.
Yep. Rosario Dawson. Catherine O'Hara, Keith David, Bruce Campbell. Is there more?
Yeah. Shit.
Click on the actual.
It's called The Last Kids on Earth.
Okay.
They're books by Max Brailer. Bruce Campbell, Garland Witt, Monte Hernandez, Charles Demers. Oh, it's got Nick Wolfhard, who is on Stranger Things.
That's great.
And It.
Great. Oh, he's Richie?
Yeah, he's Richie.
His last name's Wolfhard?
Sure is.
So good. Great kid. Good
Follows
kid.
13-year-old Jack Sullivan and a band of suburban middle schoolers who live in a decked-out treehouse, play video games, gorge themselves on candy, and battle zombies in the aftermath of the monster apocalypse.
Cool. Bruce Campbell. All the way.
Man.
Yeah. I'm excited for this.
On board.
It's not. I don't think it's for us, but
I mean,
it's sort of for us.
It sounds. I fucking would watch that.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to read these books now.
Yeah.
So, Last Kids on
Earth.
Earth. What an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next story is India is remaking Forrest Gump.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I'm
Have you
looking forward.
Do you remember? Think back, if you will, to the very last episode of Cracked Movie Club, which you recorded with me.
Really?
Do you remember the Indian version of Uncle Buck?
Oh, yeah. God, India's just got it. They got it all figured out. Fucking. Oh, it is. Is it going to be Bollywood?
I hope so.
Going to be a Bollywood Forrest Gump. Holy shit!
Yes,
that's exciting,
so. Man.
Oh man!
If you're not familiar, go and look up the plot synopsis, or if you can find a copy of it, just watch the Indian remake of Uncle Buck. It is insane.
They're so good.
The stakes are way higher in the Indian
Oh
Uncle
yeah, they
Buck.
probably watched Uncle Buck and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, we need to throw some like murderous street gangs in here.
Oh fuck! How are they gonna make the stakes higher for Forrest Gump?
I don't know. He's gonna like divert nuclear war. Or
Yeah,
something.
he's gonna go to the moon, like in the
Like in
didn't
the
he
book.
do that in the book? Yeah.
He goes to space.
All right, our final one is Bryan Singer has reportedly been dropped from his next movie.
That's the Red Sonja remake.
Red Sonja, yeah.
It's embarrassing that he was even attached.
Yep.
To be honest, like, come on, guys.
It's weird. They seem very reluctant about him, and I think it's because here's my guess.
Okay.
I think in terms of as a employee, he's very good in the sense that he delivers a film on time and under budget and all that stuff that a director can be good at.
I think he's made Warner Brothers a lot of money.
Yes, and I think he's exactly.
This is Warner Brothers.
I think they just have a royal loyalty to him. But like we said, he's a good director, or he has been a good director.
He has been, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's in a position of power, and he abuses that, and get him out of there.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's that. Like,
and I mean, this is already bad. Because they say the report comes courtesy of the Hollywood Reporter as part of its coverage of the scandal involving Warner Brothers CEO Kevin Tsujihara.
There's more scandal?
Oh yeah.
There's so much scandal, you guys. And if you're wondering why there's so much scandal, it's simply because there was always scandal. And only now are people finally being listened to, I feel like, enough that they feel like they can actually come out and be like, hey, like this Michael Jackson documentary, is it anything we didn't already know?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew I mean, there was a whole trial.
There were two that wound up, I've really got to go, like I tried to read as much about them as I could about a year ago.
Right.
And had thought that it seemed pretty evident that while he was clearly a weird guy being weird with kids, those two particular cases were probably fabricated. But now after this documentary has come out with these two other kids giving very credible allegations.
Right.
And, they were even talked to during those trials. It's like, oh man, I should really go back and read more about those two initial cases that wound up getting dismissed.
Yeah. Did you see the Dana Gould tweet?
No.
It's hard to believe that a glow-in-the-dark skeleton who dressed like Napoleon and lived in an abandoned amusement park with other people's children and a feral chimp could have such a dark side.
He did do that.
Yes,
it's all accurate.
It's all completely accurate.
It's a sick burn from Gex the gecko.
But yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched that. I haven't watched it yet, and I guess I should.
I'm mostly through it. I'm like halfway through the second part. But anyway, the point is it's in the midst of this. Like, so there was something. It involves Warner Brothers CEO and Brett Ratner, like advising this actress to quote go bother this like elderly CEO to get a role, and it's very clear what they were telling her to do. Like, so in the midst of that, they're like, we should probably get Bryan Singer off this project. I think the other reason is that
probably get all these skeletons out of our closet,
get all these fucking goblins out of here.
Jesus,
I think another reason, like, Bryan Singer is an asshole, and is like viciously litigious about this stuff,
right?
Which is why, like, the expose on him was originally going to be in The Atlantic, and I think, or I may have it backwards. It was originally written by reporters for one magazine, who then killed the story, so they brought it to a different magazine. And they're like his rep is even calling this like fake news. Like he used that term.
Ew.
It's like the Red Sonja, he shouldn't have been dropped from that. It's fake news. These allegations swirling around. It's like anytime you use that word, that phrase.
Yeah. They should. You should know better, even if you're a bad person and you're trying to get away with something.
Remember when?
Don't use fake news.
Do you remember when His two friends got arrested for child pornography, and Bryan Singer fled the country. Like, in the middle of that was part of, and it was while they were filming Bohemian Rhapsody. It was part of the complaint that Rami Malek had about him. He said he's hardly here. He keeps leaving. That was one of the times.
Keeps leaving for some reason.
Leaving.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is...
Because he's a criminal.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, just fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Stop giving Bryan Singer stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Let him kickstart his movie like the Jeepers Creepers guy.
Yeah, exactly. Let these fucking criminals go to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Where fucking criminals belong. Fuck that shit. Unlike Patreon, which is filled with great,
which is where
hardworking people,
brilliant, kind artists go.
Yes,
hardworking artists who produce amazing things for you all to enjoy. That's the last news story I think we have.
Yeah.
Dave, do you have a movie that deserves more hype?
I do. I'm excited for this one.
What is it?
I just realized I didn't put out, I don't know when this is coming out. There's no trailer for it, so it's going to be a second.
Okay.
This is called Daniel Isn't Real. It's got a poster that looks awesome.
Looks a lot like Mandy.
Looks a lot like Mandy, and there's a reason it
Same
looks
color
a lot
scheme.
like Mandy. It's basically a creepier version of Fight Club where the twist ending is something we know. It's about a guy who, as a kid, witnesses something really traumatizing and creates a imaginary friend to cope with it.
Named Daniel,
who isn't real.
He is not real.
And then when it's vaguely said, but something happens with this imaginary friend that ends up almost killing somebody. Like I assume
his mom.
Oh, it's his mom.
Like yeah, so he puts his mom, not his mom. He puts his friend in a dollhouse basically.
Yeah, his mom encourages him, who is played by Mary Stuart Masterson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fried green tomatoes.
Yeah. They fucking ate a dude.
They did eat. That dude sucked.
Yeah, that dude really sucked.
He deserved to get eaten.
That movie is brutal.
That movie is amazing.
Yeah. It is a fucking, oh yeah.
What a crazy ass movie.
If you want to see Robin get run over by a train, that's the movie for you. Chris O'Donnell absolutely gets run over by a train in that movie.
It's a solid 90s film.
Oh, great film. Anywho, so he metaphorically and like literally locks away the imaginary friend in a dollhouse. He like through the help of a therapist. And now as an adult, his new therapist suggests bringing it back for some reason. And so he brings back like an adult version of Daniel, who is...
Seems like a mistake.
Yep. And it is. And he's paid by Patrick Schwarzenegger, which I don't know if I've seen Patrick Schwarzenegger. If you told me Arnold Schwarzenegger as a kid, I want to see what that looks like.
I want to know what that is.
What does that sound like? Yeah, what is that?
What is that? What kind of monster is that?
Yeah, and I guess that he's like a Patrick Bateman type, like imaginary friend, like kind of like a sociopath, and he basically, but he still helps Daniel, and Daniel like gets a girl, and like it's all good, and then Patrick Schwarzenegger, Daniel's the imaginary friend. I forget what the main character's name is, but the main character basically he gets into a relationship and his life is successful, and then Daniel, the imaginary friend, seems to be jealous of his physical body. And things go wrong.
Things start getting fucking weird.
Yeah, so that's the most I know about it, besides the fact that it's been described as cosmic body horror and psychological body horror. Yeah, and it's very sinister.
So in.
And it is being produced by Spectre Vision, who did Mandy.
Yeah.
And that's why you want to watch that. Because I think it's going to be really fucking weird. It seems like they talked about the sets being really sinister and weird and like shifting around, and the lighting, like the idea of a lot of internal stuff being seen externally.
That's cool. I'm into that.
Yeah, so I'm very curious about Daniel Isn't Real, and I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Sounds
I'm
good.
pretty excited for this one.
I really want to see that one.
I wish I knew when it was coming out. I think it's hit some festivals, so it's done. And I think it's probably going to plop onto the streaming.
Yeah, somebody will pick it up.
Yeah,
and we'll
so
get to watch that shit.
Keep your eyes out for that.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's a sode. That is a sode.
Oh yeah, we got a solid sode.
Solid sode, bruh.
Solid sode.
Thank you guys so much for listening. As always, you can head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/gameplayunemployed. To kick us a few bucks if you want to, help support us. Check out some exclusive podcasts you get as a patron, including Tom and Jeff Watch Batman and Fox Mulder is a Maniac. Plus, you get in on some cool streams that we do only with patrons.
Yeah, we have we don't talk about Patreon Friday enough. We sometimes play games with our patrons, but we mostly watch movies.
Mostly just watch movies.
Yeah, so
with our patrons.
If you feel like watching movies every Friday to hear our shitty voices talking over them.
Yeah.
Some movies include The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Adventures of Pluto Nash and The Mangler, which we watched last week.
Yeah. So if that's
there is shockingly little mangling in The Mangler.
That is a bad movie, you guys.
We spent most of the movie doing Ted Levine impressions and shitting on Toby Hooper.
Yep. Yeah. That movie turned me right around on Toby Hooper.
I think he just had the one.
Yeah.
He just had the one. He had Texas Chainsaw, and that was it.
Yeah. Fucking laundry machine.
It was so bad.
Oh.
So if you'd like to be a part of that, head on over to patreon.com/gameplayunemployed. Get those deets. We got a store. tpublic.com/stores/gameplayunemployed where you can get some sweet merch.
Yep. And finally, we Twitch stuff. Twitch.tv/gamefully_unemployed. Watch us play games and junk.
Yeah. Mostly junk.
Yeah, mostly junk.
You can classify a lot of this under the junk category.
A lot of Minecraft going on over there.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Goodbye.
Good Friday.
Good
Enjoy
Friday.
Your goddamn weekend. You've earned it.
Yep.
You. Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, CORLEW, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.